from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Monday, September 21st, 2015. I'm Ann Gownley. Pennsylvania's highest court is ordering the suspension of Attorney General Kathleen Kane's law license. Monday's order came not even a month after Montgomery County authorities arrested Kane on charges that she leaked secret information and then lied under oath. The court says that the order is not an attempt to remove Kane from office. The order is only a temporary suspension of her license to practice law. The court's disciplinary lawyers have argued that Kane admitted that she authorized the release of secret investigative information. Kane released this statement today, quote, "While I am disappointed in the court's action, I am grateful that the court recognized my constitutional rights both as a democratically elected official and as a citizen of the Commonwealth. The court, in specifically recognizing my continuing authority as Attorney General of the Commonwealth, today allows me to continue the good works of this office, work which has transformed our war on sex crimes and fraud, work which will also root out the culture of my misogyny and racially, religiously offensive behavior that has permeated law enforcement and members of the judiciary in this Commonwealth for years," unquote. On Thursday, agents from the Montgomery County Prosecutor's Office raided Kane's Harrisburg office. There is no word on what the agents were looking for. A weekend shooting in the city of Hazleton. It happened about 3 a.m. Saturday on McKinley Street, somewhere between 4th and 11th Street on the northwest side. A 27-year-old man was shot once, though several shots were fired at him. Police have released few other details or the extent of his injuries. Anyone with information is asked to call the Hazleton Police Department at 570-459-4940 or dial 911. Hazleton police have arrested a man for stealing audio equipment from St. Gabriel's Church on Wyoming Street. 43-year-old Frederick Galade was caught in the act of removing equipment around 10:30 Friday night. He is in county prison following arraignment on the list of charges. A holdup at CB's Mini Mart in downtown Hazleton. It happened around 8:15 last night. A male walked into the Broad Street Mini Mart and pulled a gun. He demanded money, got off with cash, and then took off. The assailant is described as a dark-skinned male. No injuries and no word on how much the assailant got. Anyone with information is asked to call Hazleton Police at 570-459-4940 or dial 911. A man pulled a gun on police in Hanover Township. It happened Sunday about 5:30 at Easy Express. Police were investigating a suspicious car in the parking lot. The driver, 28-year-old Paul Mulligan of Larksville, tried to run. He struggled with police after a chase and tried to pull a gun out of his pocket. The gun, a loaded Taurus .38 pistol, was reported stolen. He was arraigned on a list of charges and is in county prison on $500,000 bail. Vandals hit the Masonic Temple in Hazleton sometime overnight Saturday into Sunday. The building at Wyoming and Holly Streets had its windows smashed as vandals threw rocks through them. Anyone with information, you're asked to call Hazleton Police or dial 911. Who will be the next Hazleton City Council person? That's the great question. Council was supposed to appoint someone, but now that name has been taken off the agenda. Councilman Jeff Cassat, the lone Republican on council, placed the name of Kimberly Attor from Hazleton on the agenda to fill Keith Bast's seat. Bast resigned last month after taking a job out of state. But now Council President Jack Mundy said Attor's name will be coming off the agenda, and that does not sit well with Cassat.
The vacancy of city council needs to be filled within 30 days or it goes to the courts and they will assign someone to fill the vacancy, which means we have a total of 2 meetings to discuss and fill the vacancy. Last week when the agenda came out or was about to come out, there was no name on the agenda. Therefore, I chose to place the name of a Republican which is familiar with all the members of council, who attends the council meetings, who I feel is qualified because I believe she is up to date on all the items that have been discussed. Now I learn that it is being removed from the agenda, which any council member has the right to place an item on the agenda to be discussed in front of the entire city council. an item cannot be removed from the agenda without a vote unless it does not receive a second to the motion. I believe this is like suppression of the minority in an attempt to dictate what goes on to the city.
Cassatt said if the rest of council does not like the name, then they don't have to second the nomination. Cassatt also said that according to the Elections Bureau, the replacement should be a Republican.
I had contacted the Bureau of Elections a few weeks ago when I assumed Keith was moving away, and I was informed that a Republican must fill the Republican seat. Now, there's discussion and opinions made that it could be anybody, but I feel that it should be a Republican. The voters put in a Republican, and I feel the seat belongs to a Republican. Obviously, I'm outnumbered 3 Democrats to 1, but I'm going to stand and fight the ground that it should be a Republican.
As of now, according to the city clerk's office, the resolution was pulled off the agenda for Tuesday's meeting. Time now for a first look at our forecast. Fall weather is in the air and cooler temperatures are in our forecast. WYLN's Gary Perna is in for Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik tonight in the Weather Center with all the details. Gary?
Well, Ann, you're right. The fall temperatures are here, and you know what? For the rest of the week, it looks like they're going to be here to stay. We'll take a look at that 7-day forecast in just a little bit, but look at these temperatures here throughout the United States. Getting a lot cooler out there than we're used to, 70s and 60s, some 90s, though, and, you know, it's normally hot. So we'll see how that trend continues, but I can tell you by looking at the 7-day forecast, we're going to see some much cooler conditions just in time for the Bloomsburg Fair. We'll have more on that coming up a little bit later. Ann?
Thanks, Gary. Coming up next, we'll hear from Bishop Joseph Bambera of the Scranton Diocese about his planned trip to Philadelphia this weekend with the coming of Pope Francis. Plus, a look at what a local photographer and several volunteers have done to raise money for cancer research. That and much more coming up here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, Weather with Meteorologist Joe Garbacik, Sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
Penn State is right here in the Hazleton area.
We're top ranked by corporate recruiters.
We have 4-year degrees, so you can finish here
or at another Penn State campus.
There's new scholarship money available.
And there's no application fee when you visit here.
Penn State Hazleton.
Download your application fee waiver at psu.edu/visit Hazleton.
Did you know that suicide rates are on the rise in Luzerne and Wyoming counties? Did you know that over 100 Americans commit suicide every day? And did you know that you can help prevent suicide? I'm Jeffrey Wan. I'm here to tell you there is help. If you or someone you know is depressed, dial 800-273-TALK or the emergency helpline at 211. For more information and suicide prevention tips, visit any of these websites. Together, we can save lives.
Several positions are available at the Keystone Job Corps Center. Part-time CDL driving position, an in the cafeteria, full-time senior cook, full-time cook, and a part-time kitchen helper. Visit mtctrains.com to apply. The Brass Buckle in Cunningham features a wide variety of Tex-Mex and modern Mexican food. Dine inside or outside on their beautiful patio. They also offer a private banquet room with seating up to 110 people. The Brass Buckle, 334 Main Street in Cunningham. Call 570-788-4145.
Hundreds of thousands of people are patiently waiting the arrival of Pope Francis to America. Tomorrow, Pope Francis will arrive in Washington, D.C., travel to New York City, and end his trip to the United States in Philadelphia. Today, WYLN spoke with His Excellency Bishop Joseph Bambera of the Scranton Diocese, who will be meeting with Pope Francis in Washington, D.C. and Philadelphia. Tomorrow, His Excellency Bishop Joseph Bambera of the Scranton Diocese will begin his trip to meet with Pope Francis. The Holy Father will be in Washington, D.C. to speak with the bishops of America. One thing Bishop Bambera said is that during the Holy Father's journey in America, and when you hear the words he has for the American people, don't underestimate his message.
his message is really the same. He's preaching the gospel, the message of the good news of Jesus. He is proclaiming an invitation given to all of the followers of Jesus to love generously, to serve, and to reach out to those who feel disenfranchised and alienated from the church and welcome them back.
Bishop Bambera says the message that Pope Francis will be preaching is the same message he, other bishops, priests, and deacons alike have been charged to preach.
Yes, Pope Francis has this incredibly great following because his style, his personality is such that he really does reflect in his own simplicity of life the message that he preaches. But what's so incredibly encouraging to me as a leader in the church is that he is coming with a message that only can help support and sustain the message that the church continually, day in and day out, proclaims.
Approximately 2,800 people from the Scranton Diocese will be traveling to Philadelphia and taking part in the many events over the weekend.
My hope is that the words that he shares with all of our people will resonate with what the people of this diocese shared with me, and that together we set forth in our own pastoral vision for the diocese several years ago. At that time, I consulted with people from all of our parishes about where they saw the diocese going, and then together with their input, I crafted a pastoral letter and established a vision for the church during my tenure as bishop.
Bishop Bambera has met with Pope Francis twice in Rome and looks forward to meeting the Holy Father once again.
There are a number of events that I am privileged to participate in with the Holy Father. On Saturday morning at 10:30, he has a Mass for the Archdiocese in the Basilica of St. Peter and Paul. Because Philadelphia is the metropolitan archdiocese of the state of Pennsylvania, all of the bishops of the 7 other dioceses of Pennsylvania will be invited to participate in that Mass with the Holy Father. I'm very much looking forward to that.
Although Bishop Bambera will not be taking part in the Holy Father's journey in New York City, he will be in Philadelphia all weekend, taking part in several events scheduled for Saturday and Sunday.
On Sunday, in the morning, I will participate with all of the bishops in attendance at the World Meeting of Families for an address by the Holy Father to us at St. Charles Seminary, and then, of course, the closing Mass, which obviously is the much talked about closing Mass by the Holy Father.
Although he is taking part in those events in Philadelphia, Bishop Bambera says he is most grateful for his opportunity to personally meet with Pope Francis.
I do happen to serve on the Administrative Council for the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops, and so the members of that council will be the representatives of the body of United States bishops who will be meeting the Holy Father personally on behalf of all the other bishops. So I'll have the opportunity at least to meet him personally for the 3rd time, and possibly even again at the Mass in the Basilica.
His Excellency is hoping that those who travel to Philadelphia and hear the words of the Holy Father take advantage of the incredible journey. Bishop Bambera will begin his journey tomorrow to Washington, D.C. Coming up next, WYLN's Gary Perna is back with a full look at our forecast, plus a look at a photo that is on sale to raise money for cancer research. That and much more coming up here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Hazel Drugs does more than fill prescriptions. They know your needs and have been serving the Hazleton area since 1868. That's over 147 years. They accept all prescription insurances, offer convenient parking, drive-through service, and free prescription delivery. They carry the highest quality vitamins and supplements with a certified clinical nutritionist on staff to answer your questions. They can customize your prescriptions, specializing in natural hormones, children's compounding, and animal medications. Hazel Drugs, America's oldest compounding pharmacy and Hazleton's oldest business. Let their family take care of your family.
Someone parking in your space? At no cost to you, DeLuca Towing, located at 191 North Cedar Street in Hazleton, will patrol your parking spot 24/7. Again, at no cost to you. You'll also receive parking permits for you and other authorized vehicles at your property. Call DeLuca Towing and Recovery at 570-450-5685.
Well, welcome back to WYLN, and as you can feel if you've been outside lately, it is cooler than we've seen here in the last couple of weeks, and it makes me want to, get that hoodie on, get a coffee with some pumpkin in it, and maybe even head to the Bloomsburg Fair. Let's take a look at the temperatures right now. As you can see, they are relatively low compared to what we've been used to seeing over the past few weeks, and it's only probably going to continue to stay cool over the next week or so. All right, let's move on to the next graphic here. Live Skycast Doppler radar. As you can see, there are some storms heading into our area, approaching from the west. So our viewers out there in Williamsport, Bloomsburg, Danville, starting to see some of this. Some of the yellow stuff is going to come down a little heavier over the next, and this is going to move to us over the next few hours. Currently it's 58 degrees outside, and we have not seen any rain at this point here at our television station in Hazleton. Regionally looking, again, temperatures in the 60s. We didn't see much of anything above 67 or 68 throughout the entire WYLN viewing area, so fall is approaching. Currently right now, as you can see, the temperatures are holding in the 60s, and the satellite radar, this is what we're zoomed in a little bit before on live Doppler radar. This is going to continue to move through our area, so there is a chance for us to see some rain over the next few hours. A little closer to home, as you can see, it is coming through the Hazleton area overnight tonight into Tuesday. And so be prepared for some rain. Not a big washout for anything major, just some scattered showers throughout the area. And as we take a look into Tuesday, as you can see, even into Tuesday and into Wednesday, that rain is gone. So another nice day looking like for us. On your extended forecast here on WYLN, we can see those 70s are staying around. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 70s. Anywhere from 71 to 74. Saturday and Sunday, looking pretty nice. Saturday to start for the Bloomsburg Fair, 70 and sunny. Hoping that forecast stays with us. Hopefully no changes. It'll be nice and warm as everyone heads out to the fair. And as you can see, heading into the weekend and even into Monday, in the 60s, but look at that low, 44. Let's hope that gets a little higher over the next couple days. Stay with us. More is coming up next here on WYLN.
Introducing CrossFit Drums at Cloud9 Personal Training and Fitness, the Greater Hazleton area's first and only CrossFit affiliate. We still offer our traditional monthly gym memberships and one-on-one personal training, but have expanded to also offer CrossFit classes taught by multiple Level 1 CrossFit certified trainers. We are open 7 days a week, 365 days a year to help you achieve your fitness goals. CrossFit Drums at Cloud9 Personal Training and Fitness, now open and ready to get you in the shape of your life.
WYLN is proud to announce a huge technical upgrade to our channels that will bring a better digital picture and expanded coverage area to viewers all over northeastern and central Pennsylvania. In addition to Channel 35.1 in Hazleton, you can watch a crystal clear picture in Berwick and Columbia County on Channel 47.1. And we're proud to announce Pennsylvania's newest TV station, Channel 9.1 in Williamsport, serving Lycoming, Montour, Northumberland, and Union counties. Now more than ever, WYLN is your local network.
A Hazleton photographer has captured a photo that he hopes to sell to those interested and donate all of the proceeds to charity. A local photographer along with several volunteers are working together for one cause, to raise money for cancer research. Sonny Joe from Hazleton has been working in the photography business for quite some time now, and one day, listening to pop music star Rachel Platten's Fight song, he became inspired to do something to help raise money for cancer research.
This song, there's a part where it goes, I still have a lot of fight left in me. And for some reason, when I heard the lyrics, something just inside me, like, it really touched something inside me. And I started sitting down and The idea that came to my head was a cancer patient, because it says, I have a lot of fight left in me. And I thought, what do you think a cancer patient sees when she looks in a mirror? Does she know that maybe her chances are low? Does she think that there is fight in her? So from there, I took my notebook out and I started writing down an idea for a photo shoot.
Several volunteers reached out to donate their time, money, and equipment for the photo shoot, which features a cancer patient looking at herself as a fighter in the mirror.
I needed a team. So I put one status on Facebook, and from then it exploded. I had an MMA fighter say he was going to donate his gear, donate his time to be a consultant on the shoot, to help us out to how to pose her to look like what we needed her to look like. We had one of the top makeup artists from the area. She donated her time and all of the equipment she donated also. Makeup costs money, latex costs money. She donated all of that in order for us to achieve the look that we wanted. I realized that us as people, as a whole, we do still care. There are people out there that still care, and there are people out there that want to get together, and we do want to make a change. And maybe as one week, together we are strong.
Tony Lynn Serafini is a student at Penn State Hazleton, and she was chosen as the model for the photo shoot. She said she was honored to take part in this photo.
I thought it would be such a cool experience to portray what they go through, and I'm honored to do it. I caught a glimpse of myself halfway through the makeup process, and I was shocked. Like, I just can't imagine them having to go through this and possibly lose their self-esteem, and the strength they have is just admirable. I can't even begin to think of it.
The model was chosen and the photo was about to come to life. However, they needed a place to shoot the photo. And that's when PJ Live, owner of Penn Vape in West Hazleton, stepped in.
Sonny's a great friend of mine. I know he has a great mind and a great heart. And we wanted to help him any way we could. And it also has affected our family. We lost an aunt not too long ago to breast cancer. And, you know, it's there. It's a fact of life at this point, and we'll do anything we can to help support awareness and research.
Adam Kotsko, an MMA fighter, donated his gear to the photo shoot.
This is, I think this is awesome thing that Sonny's doing for breast cancer awareness. I think the more it gets out there, the more people learn about it, the more people know that there's a lot of people who have a lot of survivors, a lot of people who are fighting, a lot of people who are going, you know, family members, everybody. It affects everyone, like he said, as a whole. My mother is also a breast cancer survivor, so I was more than glad to be a part of this and happy to be with this group of people and be part of this.
When Sonny's older brother, Soko Majovic, heard of his plans for the photo shoot, he said he was proud knowing what Sonny was doing for others.
We lost a father 3 years ago. He passed away with stage 4 cancer. And, you know, when he told me that he wanted to do this, I was like, you know what, Sonny, number one, we know what it feels like to have somebody and lose somebody from cancer. And our uncle actually passed away 6 weeks before my dad passed away. So we understand the severity of this type of illness. So by Sonny being able to do this kind of project and actually show people what it's like, what to go through, and having the pictures symbolize, you know, pain, losing someone you love, whether it's a friend, family, I think it's a great thing. I'm very proud of it.
Multiple sizes and prints of the photo are available, and all proceeds will be donated to cancer research.
They could purchase on metal prints, canvas prints, steel prints, regular paper prints, framed prints. And what I want people to know is, don't think that this is a photo of one cancer patient. When you buy this photo and when you put it on your wall, let it represent everyone battling cancer. Let it represent your father, your brother, your sister, your mother, anyone who fought or lost that battle. When you look at that picture, you're reminded of them and you're reminded of the fight.
For more information or to purchase a photo, you may visit sunnyjoephotography.pixieset.com/photo for a cause, or you can check out his Facebook page, Sunny Joe Photography. Coming up next, Gabriella Justin is in for Eric DeBerardinis with sports here on WYLN. Plus, our Gary Perna will have one final look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
Venture off the beaten path on WYLN TV 35 and discover the Pennsylvania you never knew existed.
Hi, I'm Don Pachance along with John Pachance, and together we will be bringing you the 37th annual broadcast of the Fun Fest Parade. You can only see it here on WYLN.
Welcome to WILN Sports. I'm Gabriella Justin. Friday night marked the third week of Friday Night Lights in northeastern PA.
Friday night's matchup against the Delaware Valley Warriors. The Cougars struggled on offense almost immediately. On defense, the team's luck was no different. The Warriors' senior running back Austin Cernick here with a nice catch, runs it in for a 15-yard touchdown. Hazleton on offense again, and it's John Dietrich with another bad snap for the Cougars. This time, the ball recovered by the Warriors. Just over 8 minutes to go in the opening quarter, junior quarterback Matt Cavallaro connects with Cernick again. This time, the senior running back with a 30-yard rushing touchdown. Fast forward to the second quarter, guess who? Austin Cernick with his third touchdown of the night, giving Del Val a 21-0 lead over Hazleton. Next, a forced fumble by Del Val's Lorenzo Curto is recovered by Joey Santani. The Warriors are back on offense, and Dylan Kelly is wide open in the end zone for a 15-yard reception. The Warriors with a win at home, 35-6.
WILN was live in Mahanoy Township on Friday as the Golden Bears hosted the Panthers during Week 3 play. Mason Ryan with the pitch to senior Matthew Yedsena. Yedsena leaps into the corner of the end zone for the first touchdown of the game. Golden Bears up 6-0. Mahanoy in the red zone again during the opening quarter. This time Golden Bears quarterback Mason Ryan keeps the ball himself, running it in for a touchdown. Mahanoy finding Mike Vronsky in the end zone to make up for a blocked extra point following their previous touchdown. Golden Bears with a 20-0 lead over the Panthers. Panther Valley would not go into the half scoreless this time. Hunter Kennedy connects with Ali Capobianco. Capobianco bobbles and goes down, but this play resulting in a touchdown for Panther Valley. Despite this valiant effort by the Panthers, it's a home victory for the Golden Bears, 42-12. That's it for your Friday night recap. Stay tuned. Coming up, Gary Perna is in with one final look at today's forecast.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicapped accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget. Restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
It's high school football time. Watch WILN for all the local high school football action as we bring you the event, not just the highlights, like only WILN can. Watch the game of the week right here on WILN. We're your local network. For the best in local sports, watch WILN TV 35. The event, not just the highlights.
All right, welcome back. And as we take a look at the state radar skycast, over the next few hours, we're going to see some rain moving through our area right through here. So again, we're going to see a little bit of rain, not a whole lot moving through our area. Just be prepared to see what you can, all the great kind of weather you can see, and have some nice fall weather for everyone here, as I almost tripped coming up on the desk. But some fall-like conditions as everyone's getting ready to head out to the Bloomsburg Fair next week. So, of course, pumpkin spice in your coffees. Hoodies are coming out. It's great.
Hoodies are coming out, and I can tell at the definite fall weather's in the air.
Oh, nice crisp air out there.
Yeah, and then as you can see, we have two people out today, so fall is in the air, and I'm sure cold season is just around the corner, although I've been knocking on wood for the rest of us, at least the three of us here, that we can stay. So we hope that everyone feels better out there, and have a wonderful night, everyone.